Hello, this is Farrell Vincent in my 817 city, and I just wanted to make a very quick video as I got some feedback from some of the newer players that, it's a little hard to keep up with all of the different fleets, specifically for a long-range setup on my main city, because I have a ton of troops, right? And so the big fleet capacity and all these other things kind of, it's a little intimidating. So I just wanted to show why you're sending an undersized fleet, but also very briefly the fact that we will be sending an undersized fleet. So if you have never done this, you can actually set up your fleets by going under manage troops. That's the same place where you do all of your promotions under fleet army. My attack fleet is always preset 1, although you can see that I had set it to something weird at some point, but we will fix that for today's video. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to get rid of everything, all the troops everywhere. And the reason we're doing this is because we're doing a 1/198. What does that mean? It means one individual unit of every single troop in each roll. That does not mean every single troop you have, so I wouldn't do like one of all of these up here, right? You see the T5s and this. Take your lowest tier troop, in this case a shredder. We're going to add one shredder and we're going to lock it. That's that little button down there at the bottom. We're going to take our strong tank, for me, and lock it. We're going to take our skilled infantry and lock it. I don't have the armored infantry yet because that starts at C16 and I am still C15. And you can see I have shredders, tanks, and infantry above, but those stay the same because, well, we're going to use our lowest tier 1. And the reason being is these are troops we're set to lose. We're probably not going to be getting these back. We shouldn't. But even if we do, like, these are troops we would normally have to promote later, and so this is kind of technically just saving us resources by killing them, and time. And they're troops I don't care about. And since they're going to die in one hit anyways, it doesn't matter how good your stats get, your individual troops are going to die in one shot no matter who you're hitting. It's best to just use your lowest tier. In this case, we're going to do the, again, start from the bottom for mid-row, and we're doing one of each. So that is one machine gun, one bike, one rocket, one stormtrooper, which I have from the C13. So if you're below C13 and you're setting this up, you will not have that unit. It's fine. Back row, same concept, but this time it's a little different. We're going to put a single shielder. The thing with shielders, and at C16 when you get EMP cannons still only send one of those. They're not very good in loss-based events. They're actually, the EMP cannons in particular, are very good units for various situations. Is why I have so many of the shielders, right? Shielders are good at Medici and a few other things, killing zombies around the map, low level, that kind of stuff, because it can really help support your melee. But since we don't have big melee and all these other things, we just really want them there to eat up abilities that hit the back row. So when you're hitting cities, the wall defenses for the rockets, as well as the ball lightning thing, I can't remember the name of it, those hit the back row first, and so they'll oftentimes hit your single shredder and spare your snipers and cannons, and then you're going to max out your highest tier, either sniper or cannon, and preferably that's as far as you go. However, you can do both snipers and cannons when you're really this low, but generally speaking, you should, at some point, you'll get to a place where you can just have the cannons, and when you get to that space, you're just going to put one sniper, and in this case, it's your lowest tier because you're going to want them to be killed. So like if I were to do this, let's say I only have the T4 snipers, I'd put a single cannon and then I'd max that out. So anyways, that's kind of the general thing about the one troop. You would put one troop of the things you want to kill, but in this case, I'm going to preset to both snipers and cannons just because I'm a little bit ahead of the curve. It's fine. It probably won't hurt that bad. And if it does, yeah, I don't really care. They're not hard to replace. The last thing for this video, and the very short thing, sorry, getting over a little bit of a cough, is do not add two different types of troops when you're filling like this. So because I have T4, right, that's the 4 Roman numeral 4 and the Roman numeral 5, because I have T5 and T4 units, I am not going to use these. And the reason being is this will get these troops killed faster. So the way Camel has the game pre-coded is it kills off the lowest unit first, except when you've mixed your units, it doesn't differentiate between T4 and T5, right? It's not going to differentiate between the T2 snipers and the T4 snipers. So if ultimately you get into a battle and the damage would have only been dealt to like the T2 snipers, your T4 snipers will die with them and you will lose good units for crappy ones. It's not worth it to fill up the fleet. I would, like, you can even see, right? This is 25,000 of 66,000 troops. I'm still building to that critical mass where I can fill up a fleet, and I would prefer you send this setup. And I realize I didn't mention this, but I probably should. On the zombies, you can send one. Some people don't, some people do. It's up to the alliance that you're in. I believe this is an alliance that says yes, one zombie. And again, if it's one troop, send the lowest. And I realize I forgot to mention that because my previous alliance didn't have the one zombie rule. So I hope that helps. Again, there's my preset one. I've now saved it, so when I can go to attack a city of any kind, right, and we'll just pretend like I'm going to attack this farm, even though I won't. You can see here now I can press that preset 1, and then I have my set out time and all of the other things I need. So again, that's the 198. Hope that briefly explains it, as well as kind of gives you an idea that yes, you may be in a situation to send an undersized fleet. That is okay. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any content that you'd like to see, right? Either at this beginning stage of the game or on my C34, right? Like, I've got a world of knowledge between those two places, so feel free to ask, and I'd be happy to make videos for you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.